Thiruchitrambalam. நின்னடியே வழிபடுவான் நிமலா நினை கருத என்னடியான் உயிரை வவ்வேல் என்று அடல் கூற்று உதைத்த பொன்னடியே பரவி நாளும் பூவொடு நீர் சுமக்கும் நின்னடியார் இடர்களையாய் நெடுங்களம்மேயவனே கருணை ஒளிதிர்முகத்தில் திருநீற்றுணுதலும் கண்டாரை வசப்படுத்த கனிந்த வாயழகும் பெருமை தருதுறவோடு பொறையுளத்தில் பொறுத்தே திங்ககனார் மலர்த்தாள்கள் பிரியாத மனமும் மறுவினர்கள் அகலாத ஞானமே வடிவாம் வளதுரை சிவஞான மாமுனிவன் மலர்த்தாள் ஒருபொழுதும் நீங்காமல் எமதுளத்தில் சிரத்தில் ஓதிடும் நாவினில் என்றும் உண்ணி வைத்தே உரைப்பாம். Our sincere prayers are with Lord Shivaman, Guru Mahasannidhanangal of Thiruvauduthurai Adinam and Shri Madhava Sivanyana Swami and my Guruji Sarathangal Swami. Good evening to everyone. Special thanks and wishes to Mr. Ganesh and Raja from Shaivam.org for organizing this event. In continuation with what we have discussed last week about the Thirumurai, especially the introduction as well as part 1 we have done. Now we are in the process of part 2, which is Gnanasambanda's Thevaram. As already we spoke, the first 3 are the contribution from Thirugnanasambanda Swami. On the first Thirumurai, we have been in a position to say about some of the important padigams. Now, in continuation, the second Thirumurai, which has around 122 padigams. The first one we have been discussing. Now it is with the second one, which has around, the first one was around 136 padigams and with 1469 songs. The second one is 122 padigams with 1331 songs. This involves around 90 places or the temples situated at 90 cities, and it has been compiled involving around 6 pans, ragas. Just for information, the breakup is Indalam pan is around 39 padigams are there. Sihamaram pan around 14 are there. Kandaram pan has around 29 padigams. Piyandai Kandaram pan is about 14 padigams. Nattaragam pan is with 16 padigams. And Shevvali is with some 10 padigams. So total of around 122 padigams involving around 6 pans it is there. Out of which every pan has its own speciality, has its effects. These musical experts, they will be in a position to explain much more in this. Especially the Indalam pan, which has around 39 padigams in this Thirumurai alone, is one actually we worship Lord Shiva with all humility, praying for the better things, and it is being happened. We are blessed with that. Many padigams of such nature are compiled in Indalam pan, which means that pan itself has its speciality like that. Even here, I'm going to explain in maybe a few minutes later. A person who has been bitten with a snake and lost lost his life, Thirugnanasambanda Swamigal singing that Padiham with his Indalam Pan, and Lord Shivaperuman helps for him to wake up again. So this Pan has such an impact, and this Indalam Pan, around 39 Padihams are available in this second Thirumurai. Of these 122 Thirumurais, Padihams, there are many Padihams in this second Thirumurai, where we call it as an Arpuda Padihangal, which means Lord Shivaperuman's grace is experienced directly on such incidences. As I said on that day, every Pan, every Thirumurai, every song is a blessing from Lord Shivaperuman. He is the Master, He is the Lord. He has given these songs through these 27 teachers who have compiled the Thirumurais. Shaivites, we strongly believe 27 teachers are actually the mouthpieces, and the originator or the author is Lord Shivaperuman. These 27, through these 27 teachers have given these 12 Thirumurais, which means around 18,000 songs today, what we have as our prime documents for the Shaivite religion is given by Lord Shivaperuman. So everything is special, everything is prime, everything is important. However, there are some Padihams where we are able to experience his blessings with some of the incidences happened in this world. As early as in 7th century, it is Lord's grace. Some people who have lost their life have come back. People are blessed with money. People are blessed with children. People who are suffering with chronic diseases have got cured. So all these things, these Thirumurais have done. And those Thirumurais which have been sung on such incidences, and where this world has seen the effect on it immediately, purely Lord Shiva's blessings, those Padihams we call it as Arpuda Padihangal, or something as a special one. In the second Thirumurai also, there are some Padihams which have been sung on such occasions, and the people have got the immediate benefit out of it. Thirugnanasambanda himself was blessed with a palanquin, which is, we call it as a pearl palanquin, which is called Muttu Chivigai, for him to come across. We know Thirugnanasambanda got the initial blessing of milk from Swami at the age of 3. And he has started praying and singing songs from that age, from that moment. And he lived in this world. It's only for 16 years. So whatever the songs he has sung, he has traveled a lot to many temples, many cities. You know, on those days, he has walked all along. Being a child, he has been carried by his father on his shoulders. Sivapada Iradaya, his father was carrying him on his shoulders with all his followers. They went by temple to temple, and some of the cities, Thirugnanasambanda has walked. Lord Shivaperuman, full of grace, finding the child, maybe 7, 8 years, 9 years, walking all along barefoot. So grace on seeing his foot getting so tired. Lord Shivaperaman blessed him with a palanquin made of pearl. He has told the priest at the temple that I have placed a palanquin, I have placed an umbrella, I have placed a musical instrument called chinnam. So Muttu Chivigai, Muttu Pallakku, Muttu Kudai, Muttu Chinnam. All these are all for Jnanasambanda. You kindly arrange to give it to him so that let him be comfortable in this travel. These actually, Swami has informed Jnanasambanda also, and it is the surprise of everyone. When the morning the temple was opened, all these metals were available there. So these priests were very happy and handing over this to Jnanasambanda. So Jnanasambanda, before getting into it, this happened in the place called Thirunelvayil Arathurai. This is the place. Even today, the temple is there. So he has sung a padiham there. Yendai Isan Emperuman Yeramar Kadavul Endrethi Sindai Saibavar Kallal Sendu Kai Guduvadendral Kandama Malarundi Kadum Punal Nivamalgu Andan Solai Nelvayil Arathurai. This is a song here. The padiham. He says the policy of these Saivites, the principle, they are so determined with that principle, that is, they will not consider anyone as equal to Lord Shiva. They will not worship any God other than Shiva as God. Respecting is different, worshipping is different. They respect. But treating as a God, it's only one with the Lord Shiva. That doesn't mean they don't salute to the deities in the temple, even some other temples. No, they do that. Whether it is Lord Vishnu or Brahma, anybody, they salute because they are all the superior souls compared with us. But God is one, that is Lord Shiva. Oruvan ennum, oruvan kanyan. Thiruvasagam, the 8th Thirumurai speaks. He is the only one. Nobody is equal to him. He is uncomparable. Nobody can be compared with him. Perumaikkum, nunmaikkum, per arulkum, petrin arumaikkum, oppinmayam. This is a Shastra. Thiruvurpai says. Nobody is equal to him. Nobody can be compared with him. So he says, Endai Isan Emperuman Yeramar Kadavul Endrethi Sindai Saibavar Kallal Sendu Kai Guduvadendral, which means as a policy, as a principle, the Saivites are so clear and determined that they do not worship as God anyone other than Lord Shivaperaman. In the first Thirumurai itself, he says about the policy. He says, the people who have this policy, the followers of Lord Shivaperaman, they are blessed. And he actually requests with a prayer to Lord Shivaperaman, you kindly take care of those followers. That's what he says. Marayudayai, Toludayai, Varsadai, Mel Valarum, Pirayudayai, Pinyagane, Yendu Unai, Pesinallal, Kurayudayar, Kutrammorai, Kolgayinal Uyarnda, Kolgay, that is a policy. Kolgayinal Uyarnda Kolgayuday, which means the supreme policy the followers have. That is, what is that policy? He answers here. Endai Isan Emperuman, Yeramar Kadavul Endrethi, Sindai Saibavar Kallal, other than those who worship Shiva, we will not salute them. That's what he says. So for the first Thirumurai song, that song he says, Idargalayai, all their despairs, you kindly attend to them. You please attend to the followers. They do the regular puja, worshipping. They do with flowers, they do with water. They actually have the Thirumurai, which is the powder, white powder, ash, what you are wearing, what you are having on your body. We are also proud to wear on that, on our forehead, on our body. So those people who are taking it that, you please take care of them. That's what it is. சாந்தம் ஈதென்று எம் பெருமான் அணிந்த நீரு கொண்டார் இடர்களையாய் நெடுங்களம் நெய்யவனை. So the whole padiyam, he is requesting Lord Shivaperuman not for his sake. He is actually asking for all the despairs, for all the difficulties. You kindly help them to overcome. For whom? It is for the followers of Lord Shivaperuman. He asks for them. So here he says that in first Thirumurai, he says that kolgai, that policy. What is that policy? Here he says, respecting Shivaperuman only as the God. So that padiham, Endai Isan Emberuman, is part of this second Thirumurai. As I said a few minutes earlier, a place called Thirumarugal, where actually I can call as a bridegroom, because a girl, the story is very interesting. It's an incident. I cannot be simply said as a story. It's an historical incident. A person who was having 6 daughters. So he has committed for the first daughter to be married to his wife's brother. Somehow it did not materialize because some other alliance came. So he said, the second daughter is for you. Same thing happened, somebody got married, then he says the third, like that it came. So he was not actually given any of these daughters. But that man is also working very closely with this family because he is a sister's husband. So the last child, he felt, see, whatever my daddy has committed and again failing, it's not fair. So she has approached his uncle directly and said, see, let us go and get married. That is how they came out of their village and they were staying in a place called Thirumurai, which is called in Chatram in Tamil we call, that is something like a facility by the government itself for the people who travel. So they can stay there, they can have food. See, on those days, these traveling arrangements are not like this and it's not so far. So many of the places they were walking all along. So they will walk in the daytime and get into a chatram in a place and they take rest for that night, have food. Then the next day they go like that. So these two were staying and it's so disciplined that gents are staying in a part, ladies are staying in a part. That's how it is being in on those days too. The Tamil culture is so clear and established. Very unfortunate, a snake in that premises, somehow it came and this boy has been bitten by that snake and he has lost his life. The people who are staying there, they were all able to understand these sorrow situations, but they were not able to help because already he has passed away. And everyone is not known to the other because all are the travelers. Somebody has come from nearby villages, somebody has come from the other faraway villages. They have stayed here and next day they were about to travel, so they could not do anything. So this girl was actually crying like anything. The next day, it happened in the night. She was crying throughout the night. So unfortunate for me this happened. The next day morning, maybe around some 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, she was able to see this Thirumurai temple tower from where she was staying. And again she has started making that prayer to Lord Shiva because she is a devotee of Lord Shiva, so sincere. So again she has started crying. Thirugnanasambanda with his followers He was staying in a nearby mud. So morning when it's a time for them to make the worship. So when he was with his followers, was nearing the temple, he was able to listen, hear some girl who is crying out of despair. So he just came to that place. See, Lord, Thirugnanasambanda's social obligations and his interest. He was on the way to temple. He would have made the worship there, would have sung some songs there, and he would have gone to the next temple. That's how he is going on. But something for the society or some despair people are, it is their grace because they are all like Shubharma. So he came to this place and could understand what has happened. This girl was crying. And this girl started further crying, seeing Thirugnanasambanda with the great hope that he could help. There, Thirugnanasambanda sings a padikam called Sadayai Enumal. Sadayai Enumal, Saranni Enumal, Vidayai Enumal, Veduva Vidumal, Madayar Kuvalai, Malarum Marugal, Udayai Tagumo, Ivalul Medivi. He is actually appealing to Lord Shubharma. See, Lord, you are so kind enough with the people. See this unfortunate situation of this girl. She is young. She is a poor girl. Now she is in such a desperate situation. And she always worships you, saying, Sadayai Enumal. Sadai means actually his hair, maybe called as a braid. So he says, she appreciates and even she calls you with your that hair, Sadayai Enumal. Saranni Enumal, she is always surrendering to you. She says openly, I am under Lakshmi. Saran, it's a surrender she has done. So when somebody is surrendering you, it is actually the responsibility of the owner to take care. This is actually Upper Swami says. தன்னை அடைந்தார் வினை தீர்ப்பதன்றோ தலையாயவர் தம் கடன் ஆவதுதான். He says, which means, if anybody surrenders to Lord Shivharman, Upper Swami says, to Lord Shivharman, it is your duty to take care of the people who have surrendered to you. And even today's world, that's the principle. So he is saying, Saranni Enumal, Vidayai Enumal, Varuva Vidumal. You come and the bull. That's all she speaks, which means she doesn't speak in these worldly matters. She is such a strong devotee to you. So by this time, Madayar Kuvalai, Malarum Marugal. Marugal is the place. Udayai, which means the Lord, you have a temple. You are sitting in this temple at temple. Is it fair on your part to be silent when this girl is under such a despair? Udayai Tahumo, is it fair on your part? Ivalul Melive, she is under so great despair. So is it not on part of you to take care of this girl? That's how this whole Padiham, 10 songs, he sings. He says everything. She is the only two messages. She is such a strong devotee to you. She is surrendered to you. So kindly, it's time now you have to help. Is it not fair on your part to help? Please. That's how this please, this comes normally with the Indala pun. The pun is like that. So says that Shubharman, by hearing this, blesses that child, and that boy has woken up something like after sleep. Everyone there was so glad by seeing this. All were actually praying the blessings of Lord Shiva and his grace on the entire situation. So they came there with a plan to get married next day. You see Thirugnanasambanda. Okay, he has woken up, fine. My thing is over, you take care. Let me just proceed with my trip. No, he has not done. He stayed there a little. He actually helped in that marriage to get that wedding. He was the person who did the wedding for those two. They are so blessed because they had the opportunity of getting married by the holy hands of Thirugnanasambanda. So that's how it happened. So they were blessed by Thirugnanasambanda. And even today, it's a strong faith and the belief and the truth. For some reasons, the marriage, the wedding is getting delayed for anybody, for a bachelor or a spinster. It is not getting organized for any reason. I say from my heart, please, please, pray Shivaberuman with this Sadayai Enumal Padiham. 101% sure that you will get married shortly with a nice partner you will get. Whether it is a boy or a girl, for both these. So for any reasons, even the parents, you have the feeling that son's wedding or daughter's wedding, they wanted to see at the earliest, but for some reasons it is not getting materialized. Please take the opportunity. Go and stand in front of that Shiva. I don't say even you have to go to Thirumurai. Stay where you are, go to that temple in your place, even at your home, with a lot of devotion and spirit. Please sing this. Sadaya and Malpadiham. You will be blessed with that wedding at the earliest. The same Thirumurai, there's a lot of Arpudams that is grace things has done. Pandya king, who was husband of Mangerkarasiyar at Madurai, was suffering with a disease. Jnanasambandar came there, he gave this Thiruneeru, that is the Prasadam. மந்தரமாவது நீரு வானவர் மேலது நீரு சுந்தரமாவது நீரு துதிக்கப்படுவது நீரு தந்தரமாவது நீரு சமயத்தில் உள்ளது நீரு செந்துவர் வாயுமை பங்கன் திரு ஆலவாயான் திருநீரே. With that he gave these ashes and that king got immediate relief. And the story behind this, he was earlier patronizing the Jain philosophy. After this incident, he has converted himself to Shaivam again. And the whole of Pandya kingdom has gone back to the Shaivism. Even today, the Pandya kingdom, the Madurai and the south of Madurai, people are blessed with this Thiruneeru remains, thanks to Thirugnanasambanda, who established Shaivam with the help of Mangerkarasi. We should say like that. Mangerkarasi established Shaivam with the patronage of Thirugnanasambanda there. That this Mandaramavadu Padiyam was done. Pumbavai, a girl who has lost life in Chennai, Mylapore. After 4 years of that incident, Jnanasambandar came to Madurai, Mylapore, and the girl's father, Sivanesan Chettiar, who was preserving the ashes and bones of that girl, because while she was living, he was having a plan to get married, give her daughter to the Thirugnanasambanda to get married. But after she lost the life again with a snake bite, he was preserving that bones and ashes, and he handed over to Thirugnanasambanda. Only this I kept it. You know, at Mylapore temple, Kabalishwara temple, Thirugnanasambanda sang a padiyam called Mattitta Punnayam Kanu. You know, the part where these ashes and bones were there actually got broken, and this Pumbavai, that girl, came back. With the 4 years growth, she has come back. The most beautiful girl in the world ever has seen, such like that, she has come back. So these snake bites or whatever it is, this disease, this despair as a father has been relieved by this Padiyam. This Padiyam is in the second Thirumurai. So the second Thirumurai has lot of such padigams. This all gives great confidence for the people who sing. Lord Shiva Peruman is so graceful on all the souls, and the way, the tool for us to reach his feet, to get his blessings, is by way of singing these Thirumurais. So second Thirumurai is also lot this. And some more, even Meigandar was born by their parents. Achyuta Kalapala was singing Thirugnanasambandar Thiruvengattu Padiyam. Since the Padiyam was done and Thiruvengattu called Kangattu Nodalana Padiyam. There he says, Peyadaya Piriveidum Pillainodu Ulla Ninaivaayinave Varam Peruvar Ayyura Vendavundum. Gnanasambandar says, by singing this song, by worshipping Lord Shiva, who is in the temple at Thiruvengadu, a place near Shirgali, he is 100% sure of being blessed with a child. However may be their timelines, whatever may be their destinies, but Lord Shiva Peruman simply blesses with them, because Gnanasambandar has sung, Peyadaya Piriveidum Pillainodu Ulla Ninaivu Aayinave Varam Peruvar. You will be blessed with a child, and Ayyuravanda, no doubt on this. So Lord Shiva Peruman even today blesses the couple who sing this song and worships there at Thiruvengadu. They are blessed with a child, even as per destiny. They don't have a child in this birth. They are given because Lord Shiva Peruman wants to keep up the word of Thirugnanasambandar's truth to this world. So such powerful are Thirugnanasambandar songs. So the second Thirumurai helps in getting married early for people, and also blesses them with a child. Even the people who have lost a life have come out of it. Such all padigams are there in this Rendam Thirumurai. There's total of 122 padigams or 1,331 songs. So with a small introduction to this second Thirumurai, I believe you all will have the interest to just to go through this padigam. Maybe in my next meeting with you, let me come back with the speciality of the third Thirumurai. Thanks for joining with me. Thanks for Shaivam.org. Thank you. See you shortly with the third Thirumurai. Thiruchitrambalam.